Join me as I go to see the brand new Greatest Showman the Musical live on stage at the Bristol Hippodrome. Hi everyone, how's life, and welcome back to another one of my videos. Welcome to Bristol. I'm currently standing in front of the Bristol Hippodrome. It's about 2 p.m. and I'm here for the matinee performance of this afternoon's The Greatest Showman the Musical. The show starts at 2 p.m. this afternoon, but as you can see, already pretty long queues outside the Bristol Hippodrome. It does look like they do have priority access as well for those who need them. But this is it. I can't believe I'm outside the theatre. I can't believe I'm seeing this marquee, The Greatest Showman the Musical. I am so excited to see this incredibly popular and beloved film on stage for the first time, and this only opened up about 2 or 3 weeks ago. This is actually the world premiere of it here in Bristol in the United Kingdom, so it's equally exciting to be here at the start of a brand new musical journey, because obviously this is only the world premiere. Who knows what the future holds for The Greatest Showman the Musical? It could go to Broadway, it could go to the West End. All I know is that this is just the start. This production of The Greatest Showman the Musical is going to be running here at the Bristol Hippodrome until the middle of May. It started off previews in the middle of March 2026, so it's here for more or less a couple of months. But again, the future for this musical is very bright. I'm sure it's going to end up on Broadway or the West End at some point, but like I said, I'm just very excited to be here for the beginnings of it, because I actually remember when they first announced this stage production back in 2024. It was doing D23, the event that happens in California every couple of years, and it was my first time attending D23 in August of 2024, so I was actually there in the presence of Josh D'Amaro and everybody who announced this at the time, and it was so exciting. I remember the roar and the excitement of the crowds being in that room at the Honda Center and how exciting it was to be there. And now a couple of years later, we are here about to go in and watch this show. You can see the exact dates for the run of The Greatest Showman the Musical up there actually. So as you can see, it started on the 15th of March 2026. That's when they had their very first preview, and it will be running at the Bristol Hippodrome until the 10th of May 2026. So like I said, more or less 2 months. It's still only about 5 minutes past 2 p.m. but I'm noticing the queues getting longer and longer, and like I said, because the show will be starting at 2:30 p.m. I think I'm going to go join the queue. Before I do that though, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be allowed to take any photos or obviously vlog once I'm in the theatre. From what I've heard, they're very strict. It's not just the auditorium that they don't want you to film, but even once you step inside the theatre, and obviously I want to respect that. So this might be the last clip you see until I've seen the show, which is very exciting. Here's a little bit of a sneak peek as to some of the merchandise items they have available in there. You bet I'll be buying a couple of things, so without further ado, let's go and join the queue. Oh, there's a house full sign up there as well. This production is sold out for the entirety of its run. I've joined the queue at about 2:15 p.m. and even though the queue looks long, it seems to be moving fairly quickly. I love that sign up there that says "A million dreams for the world we're gonna make." Oh, I'm so excited to hear all the songs live, but also apparently there's 5 new songs for this production too, and the cast is amazing. I mean, Oliver Tomsett, Samantha Box, Ben Joyce. It's gonna be amazing. Cannot wait. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, thank you. As predicted, they have given us these little stickers that say, please keep it under your hat. So they want to keep the performance and the entirety of the theatre experience actually a secret. So I'm going to love you and leave you and see you. There you go. There's a sign as well. No photography or filming inside. So I will see you at the end of the show.
2 hours later.
Well, I am out of the theatre. Just seen The Greatest Showman the Musical, and wow, I don't even have the words. That was so amazing, so electric, so feel good and beautifully done that I need a moment to kind of gather my thoughts. I've got my program here, and I may have bought quite a few other items of merchandise as well, so we're going to talk about all of this in a moment. But it does look like it's starting to rain a little bit, so I might have to go and find somewhere undercover. But truly, what a phenomenal show. There's going to be another performance at 7:30 this evening, so pretty soon there's going to be a whole new audience going in. But I just feel very lucky to have been here at the Bristol Hippodrome on the 4th of April, Saturday the 4th of April 2026, to see The Greatest Showman the Musical with its original cast here in the UK. Oh, I already want to see it again. Before I talk about the show, I should probably get rid of this wonderful sticker that they've placed on mine and everybody else's cameras. I'm just going to put it on. Yeah, I'm going to leave it on my program as a souvenir. Anyway, firstly, I am kind of glad that they don't allow any photography or videography inside the theatre, especially not inside the auditorium, because it allows the audience to really focus on the show. And even during the bows, because nobody's taking photos or videos, you just get to see the performances even better, and you're kind of like in the moment, which in my opinion makes a theatre experience more special. I would like to also quickly show you this. Yes, This is everything that I purchased, including a teddy bear who is peeking out of this beautiful tote bag that I actually really enjoy. This show is phenomenal. Like I said, it felt electric being there. It's already become one of my favorite shows that I've seen since 2020, I would say, and probably in my top 10 favorite shows of all time, which is saying a lot. I already cannot wait to see it again. I cannot wait for the future of The Greatest Showman, the musical. But let's talk a little bit about the stage show itself. So obviously this is based on the very popular film that came out several years ago at this point. I remember going to cinema to see it. It's never been one of my favorite movies personally, but I know it's got a big following, and I actually preferred the stage adaptation of it to the film, which is saying a lot again as well. I mean, the music for The Greatest Showman is so good, so iconic, and to be able to hear all of the songs that we love, as well as 5 extra songs live on stage with an incredible orchestra and some fantastic singers and performers, is a treat in itself. But I also want to just talk about the production in itself, because the production is phenomenal. It is a spectacular show. The first 10 minutes of the show are so wow-inducing. Like, I was just watching with my mouth open like this, smiling and happy to be there. And like I said, it just felt electric in there. That's the best way I can describe it. It felt electric. It's a feel-good show. I did cry a little bit towards the end, just because how good this musical makes you feel, and also how phenomenal the cast were. So I'm going to quickly show you a little bit of the program. So there we have it. Welcome to the Bristol Hippodrome, a theatre that I visited a number of times in the past before. I actually remember coming here once back in, I want to say 2014 or 2015, to see one of my all-time favorite musicals on stage, Billy Elliot, when he was touring the UK. But this is what we're interested in, the cast. So we've got P.T. Barnum, played by Oliver Tomsett, Charity Barnum by Samantha Box, Anne Wheeler is played by Lorna Courtney, Philip Carlyle, Ben Joyce, Jenny Lind, Vajen van den Bosch, Letty Lutz by Melinda Paris. Young Barnum is rotated by a few different young performers. We've also got a standby Young Barnum, who is George Hamlin. Young Charity Carolyn, again, has a number of rotating young performers. So does Helen. And then we've got the alternate P.T. Barnum, who is Josh Sinclair, my wonderful friend. And for standby Anne Wheeler, we've got Katie Tonkinson. I also do want to quickly show you the ensemble members, because the ensemble was one of the strongest points of this musical, I'd say. And here's a quick look at some of the rehearsal shots that they have. Unfortunately, no actual production shots of the show yet, because we're still very much in early days of the show being open. I think it's been open for 3 weeks at this point, but it's cool to see Oliver Tomsett over here as Barnum. We've got Oliver Tomsett and Samantha Box over there, the ensemble members, and of course you've got a little bit of a bio for every single cast member. So Oliver Tomsett, I think, is one of the reasons that I felt so emotional watching this show. Firstly, because he is obviously phenomenal in the role. He is, in my opinion, one of the greatest vocalists that we have here in UK theatre, and also because he was my very first Fiero. So in July of 2007, which at this point is nearly 20 years ago, which is insane to think about, 16-year-old me stepped into the Apollo Victoria Theatre in the West End for my very first time watching Wicked on stage, and lo and behold, he was Fiero that day, and then I got to see him a few more times in the role of Fiero. And so since then, I've been lucky enough to have seen Oliver Tomsett in several different roles. I think the last show I saw him in was actually Shakespeare in *Anne Juliet*, and it's really funny because there is a line in this show, The Greatest Showman, that refers to Oliver Tomsett's character as, you know, you've never been Shakespeare or something like that, which for most people is just going to go over their heads, but it's just funny because he did used to play the role of Shakespeare in *Anne Juliet*, the musical, for a couple of years. So that was quite funny. A couple of people around me laughed. But yes, I've been lucky enough to see Oliver Tomsett in a lot of things. Like I said, Rock of Ages, I've been to some of his actual concerts, and I think this is one of the best roles that he could have ever played. It is so cool to see him shine so fully. I mean, P.T. Barnum is on stage for the majority of The Greatest Showman, the musical, and Oliver Tomsett does an incredible job. We all know that he has an amazing voice, like I said, one of the best voices in my opinion in the theatre industry, but he's also an amazing actor. Like, he really takes you on a journey, especially in the show where he's on stage a lot, and you really do feel for his character and his dreams, and you believe him, and he is genuinely a star. But another one of the big stars of the show, in my opinion, was Ben Joyce, who again I've had the privilege of seeing on stage in the past. Ben Joyce plays the role of Carlisle in the show, basically what Zac Efron played in the movie version. And again, he is an incredible vocalist, but also a fantastic actor. I saw him in Shocked last year, Shocked the musical at the Regent's Park Open Air Theatre, and he was amazing in that. But also he's done a few other things. He was in Jersey Boys, I believe he was also in Back to the Future, the musical. But again, this is such an incredible role for him, and he works so well with Oliver Tomsett. Another standout was the performer portraying Jenny Lind. I believe her name is Vajen van den Bosch. I do apologize if I'm mispronouncing her name, but she had an incredible voice. voice, and she really brought the house down when she did her big number in Act 2. But of course we've also got Melinda Paris, who was also phenomenal, and again with her big number in Act 2 she did incredible. We've also got Lorna Courtney as Anne Wheeler, thought she was also fantastic. And then of course last but not least Samantha Barks in the role of Charity Barnum, who I thought complemented Oliver Thompson's P.T. Barnum very well. But again, I do want to give a massive shout out to the ensemble members, because they were definitely a highlight for me as well. They literally bring the energy. All of them work so well together. All of them have their individual talents but also come together so well for the big ensemble numbers. And like I said, for me the ensemble are absolutely a highlight. I do want to give a quick shout out to Josh St. Clair, who is actually the alternate P.T. Barnum. He's yet to have a show, but very soon he will be performing once a week in the role of P.T. Barnum. And Josh is amazing. He is an incredibly talented performer, but also just a lovely guy. I've known him for several years at this point, maybe even nearly 10 years. I don't know. Josh, if you're watching this, let me know in the comments down below. How long have we known each other? Either way, I am so excited for him to be in this show. I wish I could see him in the role of P.T. Barnum, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to, unfortunately, with this run being so short. But who knows? Like I said, there will be a future for this show, and if Josh ends up continuing with the company, then if you see him, you're going to be in absolute good hands as well. He is so talented. And actually a huge thank you and shout out to him as well, because if it wasn't for him I wouldn't even be here watching the show this afternoon. He kindly offered to get me a cast ticket so that I was able to come today, so thank you so much, Josh, because as most of you probably know, this whole run of The Greatest Showman here at the Bristol Hippodrome is sold out, and has been sold out ever since the tickets went on sale. I want to say like 4 or 5 months ago, and they went very quickly. But I do know that from time to time they do release tickets every day, so worth checking still, because you might find a ticket, at least like a solo ticket, and still be able to make it if you are interested to see it, and if you don't have tickets yet. And I will say try your best to come and see this, because it is amazing. But also if you can't make it, don't worry, because I can guarantee you that the show is going to run and run. Who knows where it's going to go next? It could be Broadway, it could be the West End, but this is just the beginning of it. I did quickly grab myself a coffee from the Starbucks right next to the theatre so that I could sit here and show you everything I got in terms of merchandise. But I really enjoy this teddy bear, the Rewrite the Stars teddy bear, who is just sticking out of the tote bag right outside of the theatre over there. He was £35, but look at him, he is so cute. He was either 30 or 35 pounds, I'm not exactly sure, but he's adorable, and I can't believe I actually bought him. But I saw him as soon as I stepped into the theatre, and I knew immediately that he was coming home with me. And I'm not even a plush collector. It's been years since I bought even like a Disney plush, although you could say that this is a Disney plush because this is a Disney musical, and he is so well done. Like the embroidery on him, the Rewrite the Stars embroidery, the stars that you see, his actual face is so cute. The fact that he's blue, oh, I love him. We need to name him. Leave a comment down below. What should we name this beautiful Greatest Showman teddy bear? In a similar vein, I also got this beautiful Rewrite the Stars journal, which came with a bookmark, which I'm going to show you in a bit as well. This was also £35, if I'm not misremembering. And again, I just love the design of it, the embroidery. I mean, this is Disney merchandise, so of course it's going to be good. Oh my god, look, even the pages on the sides. Wow. This I'm definitely going to use. I use notebooks all the time, and let me quickly show you the bookmark it comes with as well. Look at that. No one can say what we get to be. The Greatest Showman, the musical. This is absolutely stunning. Low-key don't even know if I want to use it because of how beautiful the notebook is, but fear not, I will. Like I said, I use notebooks on a regular basis. I go through them very quickly. I did also purchase the t-shirt with their generic logo on it, The Greatest Showman, the musical. And what I liked about this t-shirt is that it actually says, if I can show it to you, yeah, look, it says Bristol on one of the sleeves, which is very cool, because like I said, this show will continue somewhere in the world. It could be New York, it could be London, but I'm very happy to have seen it here in Bristol when it first started, so I just wanted to kind of have a t-shirt to commemorate it. And I like that this is quite simple. But I did also buy another t-shirt, just because this one I really like the design of. Like, I probably would have bought this even if it wasn't for The Greatest Showman the musical, but the fact that it is makes it even better. And I want to say this was about £30 as well. It's very nice and soft material, and you can see the logo inside. It does say The Greatest Showman the musical. And then the last few things, I love how this teddy bear is just chilling here, and you can see the crowds are getting bigger and bigger for the next performance. But I did also buy the magnet, because I collect magnets from different theatre shows I see, and this one I really like. It's just the logo, The Greatest Showman the musical. I also purchased the keychain, or one of the keychains that they had. I think they had 3 different designs for the keychains, but this one was my favorite. I like how there's a ticket attached to it that says admit 1, and then that black circular thing, which is very difficult to show right now because it's in plastic, but it just says The Greatest Showman, the musical. And finally, I had to get this mug. The Greatest Showman the Musical mug, which is basically a top hat. It's huge. I don't want to open it right now, but trust me, this is huge. You can literally have soup in it. The staff member at the merchandise stand said one of them actually has been using it for their cereals every morning, so that's probably going to be what I use it for as well. I don't think it's going to be practical as like a coffee mug or a tea mug, but it's going to be practical for soup or cereal, as the staff member mentioned. So there you go. But believe it or not, they had so much more merchandise. I purchased maybe like a fourth of what they had available, if that. I mean, it's a Disney musical. Disney is known for doing some really good merch and a good range of merchandise, which is why I ended up with a lot of things. I didn't expect to be buying so much, but I love the show a lot. And this teddy bear, how can you say no to him? I did also want to say the tote bag that I purchased, which by the way I believe comes at half price with anything that you buy. Don't quote me on that though, but I like the little pocket that it has, a small pocket inside the tote bag. The staff member inside used it to put my magnet and keychain in it, and I just think it makes it very, very practical. But just like that, we have come to the end of this video. I've actually got a train to catch, so I need to go back to Bristol Temple Meads. And again, I just love the fact that I came to Bristol, watched The Greatest Showman the musical, and now I'm leaving with a bunch of things, including a new teddy bear. And please do name him in the comments. I'd be curious to see what you think suits him. I'm low-key a little bit jealous of everyone going in now for the evening performance of The Greatest Showman. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed coming along today with me. Obviously, I couldn't show you much of what was inside the theatre, but I did actually want to put this clip as well of some of the merchandise that they had available, because I double-checked with 2 separate staff members in there, and they both said that it's okay for me to showcase the merchandise to you. So hopefully you can see a little bit of what's available in there. But if you're coming to see The Greatest Showman, get excited. If you haven't got a ticket, keep looking, something might pop up. But even if you don't manage to come in the next couple of months that this is here at the Bristol Hippodrome, then get excited, because there will be a future of it, and when you do get a chance to see it, you're going to be amazed. It's such a good show. I loved it. This wasn't a review by any means, as you know. It was just my thoughts. I wanted to share with you how I felt about seeing this show, and I hope that it made some kind of sense, because I was very overwhelmed and happy about seeing it. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be free to subscribe to see more of me. It's free to do so. I do a lot of Disney content, so if you like the Disney theme parks or other theme parks and some theatre content as well, then you can subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram if you want to see even more of me, where I'm going to love you and leave you. A massive shout out to my lovely Patreon members and my gym members. You guys are amazing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!